Matthew chapter 5. When Jesus saw the crowds, he went up on the mountain, and when he sat down, his disciples came to him. Then he opened his mouth and taught them, saying,
Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will receive mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when others reproach you, persecute you, and say all kinds of evil against you falsely on my account. Rejoice and be glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you. You are the salt of the earth, but if salt loses its flavor, with what shall it be seasoned? It is no longer fit for anything but to be thrown out and trampled under people's feet. You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor do people light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it shines for all who are in the house. Let your light shine before others in such a way that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Do not think that I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. I have not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them. For truly I say to you, until heaven and earth pass away, not one letter or stroke of a letter will by any means pass from the law until all is accomplished. Therefore, whoever does away with one of the least of these commandments and teaches others to do likewise will be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whoever practices them and teaches them will be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I tell you, unless your righteousness surpasses that of the scribes and Pharisees, you will certainly not enter the kingdom of heaven. You have heard that it was said to those of old, You shall not murder, and whoever murders will be subject to judgment. But I say to you that everyone who is rashly angry with his brother will be subject to judgment. Whoever says to his brother, You idiot, will be subject to the Sanhedrin. And whoever says, You fool, will be subject to the fires of hell. So if you are offering your gift at the altar and there remember that your brother has something against you, leave your gift there before the altar and go. First be reconciled to your brother, and then come and offer your gift. Make friends with your adversary quickly while you are on the way with him, lest your adversary hand you over to the judge, and the judge hand you over to the guard, and you be thrown into prison. Truly I say to you, you will certainly not come out of there until you have paid the last penny. You have heard that it was said, You shall not commit adultery. But I say to you that everyone who looks at a woman to lust after her has already committed adultery with her in his heart. So if your right eye causes you to stumble, pluck it out and throw it away from you. For it is better for you to have one of your members perish than for your whole body to be thrown into hell. And if your right hand causes you to stumble, cut it off and throw it away from you. For it is better for you to have one of your members perish than for your whole body to be thrown into hell. It was also said, Whoever divorces his wife must give her a certificate of divorce. But I say to you that whoever divorces his wife, apart from a matter of fornication, makes her commit adultery, and whoever marries a divorced woman commits adultery. Again you have heard that it was said to those of old, You shall not break an oath, but shall keep your oaths to the Lord. But I say to you, do not swear at all, neither by heaven, for it is the throne of God, nor by the earth, for it is the footstool of his feet, nor by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great King. Neither shall you swear by your head, for you cannot make one hair white or black. But let your yes be yes and your no be no. For whatever is more than these is from the evil one. You have heard that it was said, An eye for an eye, and a tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, do not resist one who is evil. Rather, if anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to him the other also. If anyone wants to sue you and take away your tunic, let him have your cloak also. And if anyone presses you into service for 1 mile, go with him too. Give to him who asks of you, and do not turn away from him who wants to borrow from you. You have heard that it was said, 'You shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy.' But I say to you, love your enemies, bless those who curse you, do good to those who hate you, and pray for those who mistreat you and persecute you, so that you may be sons of your Father in heaven. For he makes his sun rise on the evil and the good, and sends rain on the righteous and the unrighteous. For if you love those who love you, what reward do you have? Do not even the tax collectors do the same? And if you greet only your friends, what are you doing that is out of the ordinary? Do not even the tax collectors do that? You therefore shall be perfect, just as your Father in heaven is perfect.